Hey YouTubers, welcome back. Sagittarius, I am such an idiot. All day, I'm like, I feel like I forgot to do one of the signs. And I'm like, did I forget to do Sagittarius? And I get on and look and I'm like, yes, you did. Yes, you sure did. And I screwed myself all up because the way I did the signs this time. And yeah, so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So this is for Sagittarius for the first 2 weeks of October. I've already cleared all the cards. Check your moon rising and even your Venus for additional messages if these aren't completely resonating. And again, take with you what you understand from the reading, okay? Because everybody's circumstances, situations are different, storylines. You know, if there's a part coming out that you are relating to, then that's for you. If there's other parts, that could be for someone else, but you know. And Sagittarius, you guys are like super laid back, so I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I feel terrible. Okay, so let's see what comes out here for the first 2 weeks of October for Sagittarius. Okay. The first card you got out here is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So needing to feel, safe in the vibration of love, period, right? By loving yourself first. That's the problem when it comes to connections with others. It's that lack of feeling safe because our belief is that other person is in control of validating us, right? So understanding that, opening your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, it's not about fear, which is what closes the heart space off. It's about opening your heart without fear of you being taken advantage of, so to speak. That manipulation, you know, the only way to truly feel manipulated in a relationship is if you're fearing something and there is no reason for anybody to feel that way, but this is the message that's coming through for you guys, as I'm speaking right now, is that it's okay to feel safe in a connection, okay? You have finances and career here. So finances and career could be a factor in your love life right now. There could be a lot of focus on finances and career rather than love itself because of the lack of safety, right? So, you could be focusing a lot on your finances and career at this time. But your third card out here is asking you to remain optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yes, it most certainly will. But you have to feel safe first, right? And it's safe. We've just been taught to believe that it's not. You got the honeymoon card here, so there could be travel and or, the person that you're dealing with could in fact live at a distance. So this is why finances and career could be a factor. Finding the time to travel to see this person, money, things of that nature. But indicating here that you are to remain optimistic and you can feel safe in this connection, okay? Because this person you do in fact, share passion with. So allowing your heart and soul to sing with joy with this person who in fact could be at a distance and needing to remain optimistic about this person. Now, I don't know if you just saw that. I don't know what you could see by the shuffling, but a card just literally almost bent and it flipped out on top of it is safe for you to love. Now, what card do you think it is? Take a guess and use your intuition right now. What would cause you to not feel safe in love? Unrequited love, which we know is lack of love of self, because there could have been a connection in the past that, fell apart here, and now we don't feel safe in love, burying our head in, our career or finances, but indicating that if you are in fact dealing with someone at a distance, that you are to release this. Unrequited love is lack of love of self. When people use the unrequited love card or say unrequited love, it feels terrible, doesn't it? And I'm not discrediting anybody in the way in which they do their readings. Everybody has their own gifts. I am just love focused, relationship focused, all of that, with a little other stuff on the side. But it's like that unrequited love feeling, it's lack of love of self. When there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. This is bullshit, okay? I'm calling it for what it is. The initial thing that attracts you to somebody is obviously what you're seeing, right? You know, that's everything in your life is something that you're attracted to regardless. It initially was attractive to you, but over time, take for example, a living room set. You were attracted to it, but then after major use of it, wear and tear, it's now not as attractive to you, right? You can compare that to a relationship because using the furniture like just carelessly, like just like, tons of people, kids, whatever. It's just like that. But then you have the people who wrap their couches in plastic. Never understood that. That's not comfortable. That's actually very uncomfortable, right? So it's like, then we're too careful with it, and that's smothering, right? So now we're smothering, or we're just careless with the product. Just like relationships, there's that initial attraction there. Of course, there's chemistry, but what keeps the relationship going? Safe, feeling, sharing the initial attraction and chemistry, but caring for yourself and not relying on the other person in order for you to feel good or bad, because we blame the person for the way we feel when we feel bad, but we need to understand that it's a shared energy. So if you are taking care of yourself and understanding that when you are communicating with another person, that it's not about what the other person needs to be doing, should be doing in order for you to feel good. You just know yourself on a deeper level, and you'll be able to pick up when there's something going on outside of your relationship that's now affecting your relationship, because it's normally what we refer to as emotional baggage that's carried from past relationships. So understanding in the safety of love is releasing this sense of unrequited love ever in your life from any past person, okay? Because it's not about that. So understanding in the safety, I was just, guided to do that. And I'm going to give you guys a little extra time because I was a jerk and forgot your reading. I did and I didn't, because it wouldn't get out of my head. I was like, I know I did. So I'm sorry. But yeah, just like understanding that unrequited love is lack of love of self. Because when you say unrequited love, oh, that person just doesn't care about you, or that person, and it's like, that is such a terrible thing to say to someone. If I could just eliminate that from everybody's mindset, I would, like with a magic wand. Because it's like, why would you say that to someone? That is just a terrible, would you like that said to you? Absolutely not. So why do people feel like it's okay to say to others? I don't get it. But it's like understanding that unrequited love is only in existence if you truly believe that another person is in charge of how you feel about yourself. Now, of course, are there relationships that don't have enough chemistry to keep it going? Yes, because there's lack of interest there in keeping the relationship going. But the ones that fall apart are due to fear. And then both are transmitting a signal out to each other of fear, and it comes apart. That's immediately what starts to happen energetically speaking here. So it's about understanding yourself on a deeper level, because the next card you got out here after passion is your feelings are real and worth exploring. Yes, of course they are. So your feelings with this person who could be at a distance that you need to remain optimistic about, understanding your feelings are real, and you did in fact share passion with this person. So there's nothing to fear here at all. That's what needs to be released. Fear itself, fear in the connection. Just because it's at a distance does not mean at all that it cannot and will not work out. That's an illusion also, okay? So let's see what else comes out here for Sagittarius for the first 2 weeks of October. One more shuffle for you guys with these. As soon as I say that, here we go. So there could be children involved here. The person you have these feelings for could have children. You could have children. You could have children together. This could be an issue with finances and career because you're dealing with someone who has a child at a distance, and you may need to move, or vice versa, something of that nature. But there needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation that takes place here. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other, because what it's showing here is that you're not feeling safe in this connection. Finances and career could be a factor, whether you're burying your head in your finances and career, and or because this person's at a distance and there could be children involved, we're worried about our career path and our finances. But this is indicating here you share passion with this person and your feelings are real. And regardless if children are involved in this situation, there is a need here to honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This is indicating that you are in fact being given signs, okay? So the signs are cautioning you. This also, it says the signs are cautioning you. You could take this for what it means to you, but this is that card that, you're being given signs, whether it's numbers, symbolisms that mean something to you, that are pointing you in the direction that, yes, your feelings are real with this person, or they're cautioning you in the fact that, no, they're not. This is indicating, yes, it is. But the signs you're being given are in order for you to clear your energies, because as I indicated in the beginning here, not feeling safe in love is due to those past partnerships that didn't work out, right? So you need to understand that it is safe for you to love, okay? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And pay attention to the signs you're being given, because you're being asked to release a person in order to move forward with the person that you did in fact call into your life. And this is indicating that you need to have trust and faith in the unfolding. And this card, the Let Your Friends Help You card, this is that controversial card also with me. It's having trust and faith in the unfolding and not involving others in your relationship, and not, allowing others to deem this connection to not be able to work out because of distance or anything of that nature. Because that's what will happen, and it will cause you to feel like this, right? Like I said, when people say stuff to you, people will say, oh, well, they just don't care about you. I'm like, why are you saying that? That is just awful, So understand, not allowing others to get involved here, because this is a true love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Excuse me. It's time for you to disconnect yourself from the world around you. It's time for you to forgive and learn, release and heal the past, and any sort of codependent behavior and or codependent feelings, because codependency is many things. It could be indulgence over drinking. It could be sex addictions. It could be addictions to anything that does not serve on a higher frequency, right? So this is indicating also that you could be stuck in, these lower level thoughts and feelings here, right? So releasing this, disconnect yourself from the world around you, release this codependent thoughts, feelings, or behaviors, because you've already met the romantic partner you seek. You need to keep an open mind about this person if they are in fact at a distance here, because you do deserve love. You are lovable, of course. But to recapture this connection here, you need to allow your inner youthful spirit of love to shine. And how do you do that? By loving yourself first. And there is a strong magnetic connection here with this person. And even though you're in separation, there is in fact going to be a reconciliation, but there could be a past life karmic relationship that's still in existence, and or these are those energies that you're hanging on to that you need to release in order to take steps forward, because this person stirs your romantic feelings and they are in fact a soulmate, but your control issues are not allowing you to express your love. So this is indicating that you need to let go of the control issues in order to speak, your truth here, and to not allow the illusion that this is real. This is just an illusion. It's about understanding yourself on a deeper level here, because what was the first card out? It is safe for you to love. So you have to take care of yourself first and understanding the safety of love and loving yourself. Point blank, period. You're the most important person in your life. And if you're not good for you, how are you good for others? Nobody teaches people this, or tells people this, and I'm just like, you're with you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, depending on the year. If you're not good with you, how are you good with anyone? No one is responsible or should feel that burden of responsibility in order to have to make sure that another person is feeling good about themselves all the time, because what happens? You lose sense of your own self, because it ends up being that uneven give and take sort of deal, right? It has to be 100-100. not 50-50. That's where the imbalance comes in, because you're taught to believe that one person holds half of the relationship and you hold the other, but then you end up doing 80 and they're only doing, 20. And that's where that imbalance comes in then. So it's understanding that you're good with you all the time, and this other person is a direct reflection of you. And when things start to teeter, that's your direct indicator that there needs to be a heart-to-heart conversation. And it should be open and honest, and there should be no fear to speak your truth, right? Right. So I'm going to be doing a different type of cartomancy sorting here because I was guided to do this for the first half of the October reading. So I do what I am led by my feelings. So you can scroll through a bit if you want to, but this shouldn't take me long whatsoever. So you may stick around if you'd like. So let's see what comes out here for Sagittarius. And you already got, you're in separation from your soulmate, no lie to you. Those two cards just fell out together, and that's not even what I'm doing here. But you just got your in separation from your soulmate. And there's a choice. So let's see what comes out here, Sagittarius. Okay? And I'll use the others for clarifiers if need be. So let's see. Definitely dealing with someone who, in fact, could be at a distance, and you're definitely losing your focus because of finances. So let's see here. I can't make this up. Listen, didn't I just show you the Two of Spades and the Six of Hearts, but then I put them back into the sorting pile? You guys can't see how I sort, but I can't see the cards. They're like this, and when I shuffle them, they align themselves, and I lay out a grid. I can't teach anybody how to do this. It's just my intuition guides me, okay? It's just my feelings. So, I shit you not. And it's laying right here together in alignment. This is brilliant. And you're being spiritually guided to your soulmate. Who could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? You share mutual feelings with this person. There's a need to speak some sort of truth here, but there's a lack of progression and a serious setback, and we're going to get to the bottom of what that is. But let's see here, Sagittarius. Okay, so listen. There's someone that you definitely share passion with here, but there's a need to have a heart-to-heart conversation. There's definitely some sort of truth that needs to be spoken here. It's showing that there is worries around financial stability, and this is based off of others' wishes and desires that could be affecting you at this time. There's a need here to make a choice, but there's also something in regards to a child and a separation because you are fickle, you have scattered energies because you may need to move to a new home, a new area here. This could be at a distance, because there's a moving truck here, there's, things of that nature, but it's also indicating, you're wanting to lay foundations with a person who you do, in fact, share passion with, and that you do have mutual feelings for this person, and this could be a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So what it's showing me here is that you're losing your focus because you're worried about financial stability, and this is in regards to moving to a new home. And that's where some sort of lack of progression and setback is. But you're also not feeling as if this person shares mutual feelings with you, and they in fact do. What it's showing me here is that others' wishes and desires could be affecting you and this fresh new beginning. And that's what's causing the separation here with a soulmate, because there could in fact be a child involved with the choice that you need to make in the separation, like moving here. But this is something that you're being spiritually guided to. You were spiritually guided to this person, and there is a fresh new beginning. But your lack of focus here and your fickleness and changeability is due to the fact that you may need to move to a new home. The feelings here are not to be questioned with this person because it's showing that there is passion here, There's a need for verbal communication in order to lay foundations with this person, but the lack of progression in the serious setback here is because your lack of focus on the connection, and you could be more focused on your finances. But it's showing here that there is a fresh new beginning, wiping the slate clean, brand new, like a brand new beginning, but you're in separation from the soulmate, and this could be due to the fact that there's a child situation involved, and or if there isn't a child involved, this is a choice that you're needing to make here, not allowing others' wishes and desires to affect you, because they could be, in fact, the reason why you're in separation from the soulmate, because you're allowed that let your friends help you card right there, blocking your fresh new beginning. But there is a need here to make a choice, but you're also in separation from the soulmate. And this is definitely showing there is some sort of distance involved here, okay? But it's showing that there's a need here for financial stability, whether it's with you or that other person. Yeah, but you need to completely end something. There's something that needs to completely end in order to have a brand new beginning. And this card also means moving to a new home. So you may need to move at a distance, but you're fearing what? This is indicating that you're feeling stuck in a daily routine because you know that there's a decision that needs to be made, and this indicates ending, beginning, ending to no return. Past is the past anyway. We just exist in it up here. It doesn't exist in our 3D reality. We're just up here living in it. So this is indicating that wiping the slate clean means ending what is no longer serving you in your life, and a fresh new beginning is right there. And this is indicating moving to a new home. And this is where then this can be worked out. But because this has not been decided upon yet, you feel stuck in a daily routine. That's where your lack of progression and setback is. Your lack of progression and your setback in moving forward with the only sign I have here is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is due to you needing to end a circumstance or situation in your life, and or just make a decision and stop allowing others to be talking in your ear, right? Because this is indicating, and this fell out on the soulmate card, the Six of Hearts, and the Jack of Diamonds, which is Apollo, the bringer of light, your spirit guide's higher self. This fell out on top of it, crossing it, indicating that as you make decisions and start taking steps on that path, your efforts are then rewarded. So what it's showing me here is that we have, and here's a third party that there's an issue here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and this is your energy, Sagittarius, but can also be Aries or Leo. And there could be third-party involvements here, okay? So there could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here, and or we have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's definitely something going on here in regards to possibly having a third party. And what it's showing me here is that you, in fact, Sagittarius, could be wanting to move forward with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn because you're looking in the same direction. But there is careful planning. There is something going on here in regards to this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who in fact could be the person who's moving out of your life so that you can move forward with either this water sign or this earth sign. But then we have an air sign that's planning on an exit here. But this is showing me that there's definitely three people in this scenario here. So take with you what you understand. This might not relate to every Sagittarius. Doesn't mean there's three people involved. This is just guiding me into, another scenario here. But it's showing me that if there is a third party situation going on where you could be wanting to move towards a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, there could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here that is planning an exit from your life. And this could be where that lack of progression and setback is in regards to you moving forward. And or this is their energy wanting to move forward, and they're planning to move, okay? Because this indicates common sense and good judgment is needed here, excuse me, in order to have good luck and growth, because there is some sort of third-party deception here. So someone's deceiving someone because we got 3 3s in this lineup here. So this is indicating that, you know, there could have been an involvement here with a Sagittarius and a Taurus energy in regards to an air sign, and there could have been some sort of deception by the air sign, or the air sign was deceived. And they have used their common sense and good judgment, and they have figured out where the deception is, and now they're planning on removing themselves from the situation, and or it's the other way around. But there was definitely something going on here with these 3 energies. Clarify this for me. Yeah, here's this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. There could be some sort of deception around a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, and this energy could be causing some sort of deception with a air sign. And Sagittarius, you could have been involved in this deception with a earth sign. This is what I'm being showed. So if this is somebody cross-watching, okay, because what I'm picking up here, Sagittarius, is that there's a air-water combination, and there's a fire sign, which could also be Aries or Leo, and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, right? And this air sign could have been having a connection with a water sign, and there's some sort of deception that happened between their developing love affair because of some sort of jealousy. This is definitely gossip here, okay, in the way in which it's laying and the cards facing. There's some sort of gossip here. And there's a fire and earth energy that could have been involved in this gossip between air and water. So this is like for the cross-watcher here, if you're air or water and you're wondering if a Sagittarius was involved with your connection with either air or water, your water and whatever, this is indicating that, yes, there was. And this is indicating legal documents pertaining to the home, because there's some sort of exit plan strategy going on between air, and this water sign could be moving towards this air sign in regards to moving, okay, because there's definitely movement here. And this is indicating that unrequited love, which is that lack of love of self, this is why we're moving out of this situation. So Sagittarius, if there is a air or water sign that is in connection with you at this time, they're moving forward, and there's some sort of plan that's been put in place, and some sort of deception is going to surface here in regards to some sort of deception between air and water. But what I'm picking up here is that this water sign could have deceived the air sign, and or earth and fire deceived an air and water sign, and they're connecting and finding out about this. But there's already some sort of plan that's been put in place, because there's some sort of connection here with Sagittarius involvement, whether it's you're living in the same home with this person, and or, you know, this is a karmic partnership, something of that nature. What it's showing me here is that this water or this air sign, this air sign is planning on leaving the home environment because they're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. You also could be, but there's some sort of deception here in regards to air and water, and there's definitely some sort of gossip. And this is indicating that there is going to be a physical return. This is a union because a romance of the soul started, excuse me, but it's in the upside down position. So it means it's not yet happened. This is with this specific scenario here. But the lack of progression and the setback with the first scenario that I was speaking about with the truth here, heart-to-heart conversation with this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the lack of progression and the setback is because there is a need to make a choice and completely end something in our life in order to move forward with this person and work this out. I'm so sorry. I just need to take a sip of this. Because there's a need for communication here, because my throat is getting clogged, and that's always what happens when I do these energy readings, so especially when there's communication lacking. So what I'm being shown here, Sagittarius, in the second scenario is that you could have been involved with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and there was feelings towards an air sign and or water sign. But this relationship did in fact not develop, and there was some sort of gossip and third-party interference between an air and water sign. This is something that is known and or is being uncovered at this time because common sense and good judgment is being used by both, where deception is being uncovered. So it's like the air sign's not pushing things, but they know intuitively, or they know up here, they know about it, they've heard about it, and they're using their good common sense and good judgment because they know about some sort of deception that was dealing with a water sign. And this is you, Sagittarius. You could have been dealing with a water sign and they deceived you. And this sense of unrequited love, which is lack of love of self, could be affecting you in your home environment, and you're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation. But there is going to be a physical union because you did in fact start a romance of the soul, and this could be with either water or earth. But the other end of it is that there is a fire-earth combination that could have deceived an air and water combination. And there is an air sign who is planning on moving, and you're getting this sense of this unrequited love and feeling fenced in and sick and tired of the unhealthy situation. But what is happening here is that it's showing that a water sign could be physically returning because they know they started a romance of the soul with this air sign, or vice versa. But they're going to find out about some sort of gossip if they don't already know about it, because there's some sort of deception that lies here, because it shows that they were developing a relationship. So there is going to be a reunion. And this is indicating that they almost, in a sense, have been feeling inside of an emotional prison because of this deception, but it's coming back together because this is a soulmate connection. So let me see if you guys get any more scenarios and or messages here for the first 2 weeks of October. Okay, so what it's showing me here is that there's a need here for communication, and this could be with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you want this communication with, Sagittarius. But this is also indicating that communication is coming in towards you from this, excuse me, from this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and there will be victory here. If you're dealing with a air element here, it's indicating that there is careful evaluation taking place before action when it comes to this air element, okay? But if you're moving towards a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this is indicating there is going to be communication and victory with this person, but there's some sort of evaluation before action is taking place towards a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because they're looking away. The Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is looking towards communication here. And this is indicating that there is going to be victory and action and change in the social standing when it comes to this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But we're still dealing with, there's careful evaluation before taking action towards a air element here, and it could be Gemini specifically because they're coming out in the upside down position. So there's something here about wondering if the feelings are mutual with this air sign. Let me see what else comes out here. That's where there's worry and there's the anxiety. There's worry and anxiety around an air sign and wondering if the feelings are mutual. And this is indicating a journey. So this person is moving on to a spiritual path here, is what it's showing me. And there's worry and anxiety around this person because there's a new beginning on the forefront, but we're losing our lack of faith with this person. And now here's your sign, your energy here, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo here. But what it's showing me is that there's careful evaluation before action is being taken, because there's a lot of worry and anxiety, and you could be specifically dealing with the sign of Gemini. But it's showing here that there is distance between, but there's also a spiritual journey here, and you both are facing each other, but there's a lot of worry and anxiety around distance between the two of you, but it's indicating here that you're losing your optimism, so you need to remain optimistic and release this worry and anxiety because you are, in fact, on a spiritual journey with this person, and this is by divine design. This is indicating that someone could have cut you out of their life, and this separation has caused a lot of pain, loneliness, and depression. This is indicating that, you know, these unfortunate events from the past have caused a lot of lower level feelings within you, and these fears are blocking you from moving forward. This is due to lack of communication between the person that you were in fact dealing with from your past. But this is indicating that, you know, this person could have cut you out of their life or vice versa. And this fear wall, this is where you're losing that feeling of safety. And this is indicating that you are needing to gain ambition in order to achieve success here. This is indicating a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but this is Cupid, the bringer of loving messages. So you're not feeling safe, you know, in love here. And, you know, your finances and career are definitely a factor because this is indicating wanting to speak your truth and bring these loving messages. But we're focusing on financial independence and financial freedom due to the fact that this person could be at a distance, but understanding that you're needing to complete a karmic cycle first because there is an ex-partner or someone who has exited your life that you need to release because this was a karmic situation and they could have affected your finances, and it could have been a water sign that did this. So you're needing to complete this karmic cycle and free yourself from these energies because this is where this healing comes in, where then you can be met with your wishes and your desires. But there could in fact be a transitioning period that you are, you know, on your way to completion, and or this is indicating that there is a death and a rebirth when it's surrounding this Gemini specifically. Now it's in the upside down position because this person specifically could be going through a transitioning at this time. And there's a need to break down your established mind thought patterns when it comes to this person and relationships in general, because there's a need here for communication in order to resolve problems. And this card also indicates movement and moving to a new home. So again, if you're dealing with an air sign, specifically with the sign of Gemini, understand that your worry and anxiety is surrounding the fact that there's a need for communication. But if you're holding on to old energies or a past partner that could specifically be a water sign, it's indicating here that there's one scenario that's showing that this person basically, you know, was a karmic partnership because they could have actually been draining you financially. So it was a connection where you were actually dating this person or seeing this person for a while, but they could have financially drained you, okay? But you're still holding on to those old energies that, like, of unworthiness. That's being asked to be healed and released. And then the other scenario was that there's a water sign at a distance. That is, in fact, your soulmate. There's choices that need to be made because you're allowing other people to affect you and your brand new beginning. So you're being spiritually guided to this person in order to come into union, but your lack of progression and your setback is over needing to make the final decision. Okay? So, gave you a little extra time because I feel terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And Sagittarius, you guys are like really like laid back and understanding. So laid back, you might have not even noticed I did it, but I did because it wouldn't leave me alone. It was like, you forgot. You forgot. And I was like, oh my God, I did. So I'm sorry, and that's why I gave you some extra time because I feel bad. So this was for the first 2 weeks of October 2017. If you need me, love from above, 717 at gmail.com. I love you. Bye.